Hi Aries, here's a general look at your solar chart for February 2010, and I think this is going to be a rather interesting period for you up until the 19th, especially a sociable period where friendships, new and old, and associations will be blowing the cobwebs out of your life and probably influencing your thinking as well. There's a kind of a feeling of breaking new ground here. It's kind of a bit cutting edge for you. So whatever that means in your life, I think it's going to be definitely different in maybe a small way or a big way, but in some way. And you could be trying something new, or maybe it's alternative or green or complementary, you know, that kind of thing. It's just unusual for you, and but also it's quite sort of new stuff, I think, not just for you. And so you're going to get the feeling that progress is happening. So that could be because you're getting into a new area. There's these new influences coming in, or maybe you've been hanging fire, you've been waiting for something for a long time. You've had a hope, you've had a wish, and now finally you're feeling that the wheels are beginning to move forward in a positive kind of a way, even though there are some energies around at the moment which are making things stick, making our wheels stick a bit in the mud for all of the signs. Now, group gatherings are very definitely going to be important, whether that's you know, in real time or virtual time or Pacific Standard Time or, you know, GMT, whatever kind of time you're in, Aries. During those group gatherings, I think there could be much that inspires you there. So now networking could be coming into the picture. Technology could be coming into the picture. But definitely time to get together with others in a creative, innovative way, or maybe just to party. So that's going to be over the time up until the 19th. Or I think some of you may be quite keen to work, you know, you'll be seeing outside of the box, you'll be seeing the bigger picture. So some of you maybe have been getting interested in working on a more humanitarian type level, or some other kind of good cause which helps improve things not only for yourself, Aries, but for us all. And now you could find on a sort of like a close encounter level certain others to be quite demanding on you at the moment. Maybe you feel that's a bit challenging. It's definitely going to be a time when you are going to have to reach quite deeply inside yourself to see where somebody else is coming from. It's probably a time when you will start to see the flaws in a relationship more acutely, and particularly for early Arians, it's not going to be an easy time to paper over the cracks. Now this could be in your private close relationships. This could also be on a more business type professional sort of level. It could be the boss, or some other kind of authority figure, somebody that you feel who has power in your life. Somebody who has a say, and that say could tip the balance one way or the other. So you feel maybe a little bit, you just want to watch your back a little bit with that one there, or maybe you are feeling it threatens to block you in some way from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So don't leave it too long before you make a decision to get rid of any fluff or cut away the dead wood in your life, or deal with something simmering just under the surface. And you may know very well what I mean by that. Otherwise, you may find yourself involved in a protracted kind of, I don't know, power struggle or something like that. So whatever that is meaning for you at the moment. As I say, early Arians are likely to be feeling that more strongly. Now, from around the 19th onwards, you're still in this sociable phase, making contact, etc., really enjoying that kind of repartee, you know, that toing and froing with people, the exchange. getting your head around new ideas and techniques, but you'll definitely be tending to seek your own company a bit more. You'll be wanting to go to ground a little bit more, maybe just to get away, to get into your own things, to get your head into your own stuff. Maybe it's for reasons of nurture and healing. So, it's a two-way street. Maybe you could be providing that nurturing and healing, or maybe you are in receipt of that healing and nurturing. It's definitely a good time for you to go in for more nurturing activities, whatever that means to you, whether it's meditation, yoga, or whether it's going out and dancing all night, whether it's, skydiving, whether it's walking in nature, whatever. So at this time, you may have some involvement with the medical profession, though, Aries, or therapists. Definitely a good time for you to say, okay, this is, I need to do this for me. And also from the 12th, in that area, it looks like you'll encounter good people. You'll get good support there. And also because there's this kind of cutting edge, a little bit of this cutting edge still around after the 19th, it could be advantageous for you to look into alternative or holistic type methods too. Also from the 19th, you should be letting go of ego a little bit, Aries, because things are going to flow more easily. You come more from your healing heart in relationships, or working on more universal themes and collaborating with others who provide, not only care for you, but care for the many. Now this month, especially the first half, you may feel like taking a gamble or a chance on something. Okay, but just don't, gamble with something you can't afford to lose. It could be more playful or self-indulgent of you to do that, and you could come up smiling from that. Actually, there's some very nice energies around between the 15th and the 18th. So maybe you should try and target those activities for that time there, or schedule something very something important to you between the 15th and the 18th. So it's a great time for you to be getting on with hobbies, leisure pursuits. This is quite a long-term aspect of your ruling planet. So anything where you can unleash your creative imagination, Aries, really important. That's going to be right up until June, next June. Actually, there could be a lot going on behind the scenes just between the 12th and the end of February, even a secret romance. Now, so yes, you do much better coming from the heart in this kind of supportive, kind of low-key sort of way, maybe from the 12th onwards in affairs of the heart. And with Jupiter also coming into your sign later on in the year, so you're going to get that main event. It's all kind of working up to this main event, so getting more into these nurturing healing activities, and then the main event is going to be coming up for a brief period over June, July and August and a bit of September, and then for a longer time from January 2011. So you should be working now on something which needs to evolve on that nurturing healing level, but also on that imaginative artistic level, maybe working quite strongly with the unconscious, with your psychic self, with dreams, with your healing self, whatever it means to you, and getting quite good at that, getting a little bit more self-disciplined on things which are going to stand you in good stead for the future. So if you need to heal, get on with doing it now, and if you need to learn how to heal and help others, get on with doing it now, because of the main event coming up. So a lighter, faster, more fortunate phase in your life in store, from which you could gain a great deal, but you need to face up to some inner truths now and seek to heal them. Well, that's it for February. If you know your rising sign, have a listen to that too.